Oh.
Hmm. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that
Hello.
appeared there, a good
Hmm.
couple days ago. I didn't really touch it, but it doesn't really seem like it did anything either.
Yeah, no. Luna wanted to come along,
Oh.
unfortunately. Well, not, but no, very fortunately, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Luna.
Unfortunate given the circumstances which I was going to talk to you under, but definitely not unfortunate to have Luna here.
Thank you very much, Luna.
Want to
So,
drop those off for you?
so what did you want to talk about? Oh, actually, one second.
Um...
Hello.
Are you heading off to?
Oh, heading off?
She just want to drop those off just to see you.
Oh, I appreciate it, Luna. Thank you. I will, I will.
Alright.
See you around. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, dear.
There she goes. I need to put slabs there. Oh.
Oh, maybe, yeah. That's fine.
So
She's a
what?
big girl, she can climb those big steps.
Yeah. Come.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to stand outside. I know it can be a little bit chilly, especially up at this height.
No, yeah, that's fair.
So,
Um,
what's going on?
um, how's, potions?
Oh gosh. I haven't really seen him in the past more than a week, actually.
Hmm.
I don't know exactly what he's doing. Oof. I wanted to talk to him, but I didn't really get the chance to quite yet. So,
Hmm.
yeah,
He's not secluding himself away or anything, is he?
not that I know of. I mean, I I know that my letters probably won't reach him immediately. Um,
Hmm.
and I haven't really seen him going out and about, so I'm not really sure what he's doing right now. It's a little bit
No, that's
worrying,
fair.
honestly.
No, yeah, but especially with, I mean, I know apparently Amos and Potions were close before all that happened. They were working together very closely, so I guess that sort of concerned me. Um,
Hmm.
dear, how much do you know about potions?
In terms of what exactly?
I guess, his, past?
Um, I know bits and pieces. Whatever he was at least willing to share with me. Oh, she's alive again. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
She kind of passed out a little bit there. I didn't even know where she passed out, is the thing.
Hmm.
But bits and pieces, whatever he was willing to tell me. I mean, of course, I didn't want to pry too much about it. I know some things are very sensitive, but,
Hmm.
there's stuff that I know that not everyone knows about potions.
Hmm.
And it seems very personal, so that's why I don't go sharing it, but some people
No,
have
no, that's
seen
fair.
his dream, like his dream
Hmm.
box before. Um, at least whenever I guess they kind of oh, good night.
Oh.
Uh I guess whenever he kind of well, whenever I guess the dream box went deeper into his dreams slash nightmares or what have you, his memories. I don't know. I'm still a little bit confused about the dream boxes myself.
Hmm.
But yeah, only what he told me and what I've seen, really.
Right, right, fair.
Why do you ask?
Um, I guess I was just because I had a talk recently with Saul actually,
Mm-hmm.
about some things he has done in the past, and I just wanted to know how much you knew
Um,
about his actions that he's taken.
I um I'm not really sure how many actions he has taken. Um, I only know about like one, really. Apart from the whole like fact that he's a dragon slayer and what have you.
Oh, well, yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
and he has
Yeah.
that curse that I guess like we don't know the details on. Apart
Hmm.
from dragon eyes. And it's not
Right.
like Amos's. Because apparently
Hmm.
that method is different.
Hmm.
I'm not sure, because, like, I don't know if you know what it is exactly.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't want to. I don't want to, like, throw potions and his personal stuff, like, out there.
No, that's fair.
Because I know this. He. He regret what he did
Hmm.
from what he has told me. Gosh, even the lead up was to that was actually because of what Saul told me. All he told me was to just be careful of potions, and then I told Potions that, and then he was just like, Saul, it was right. Um, and then he kind of ran away from me, and then I found him in well, I guess something that a dream box place that haunts him.
Mm.
It's no longer there now. It's this base dream box. Don't go in there. There's an alarm system. Um
Oh goodness, yeah, no.
yeah.
I'm not planning on it.
Yeah, his storage.
Believe me, I am staying away from the boxes just for now.
Mhm.
And I honestly would recommend that you do the same.
Oh,
Um,
oh. How come?
um, how do I say this without saying this? Mm, eh, does this translate to you at all? You
Yeah.
know who?
Can you you
Yeah,
know uh
I figured. Do you have to as well?
no, actually.
Oh, okay. That's what I was unsure about. Let me do that real quick. Da, da, da. I have a blindfold here somewhere. There we go. Okay.
Oh,
It
okay.
just makes things easier. Honestly, I don't even take the risk.
Yeah. Um yeah,
Ray
I
and I have theorized that the dream boxes, since well, Luna has had the thing appear in her dreams, so
yeah,
with something like the
Rhea
dream
told on my
boxes,
help for that, and I couldn't really do too much about it.
yeah, but with something like the dream boxes, that is obviously a more potent way to, I suppose, view that thing. I don't think it's viewing or anything, but all I know is that the hallucinations might be a bit stronger given
Given it's
the
a.
box being quite literally a fragment of the mind. Um,
Hmm.
the main reason we think that though is because Raph has expressed to me that he thinks I have been snooping around his dream box, which I haven't, but he tells me
Hmm.
that apparently I have been going around in there, sneaking around, like peeking and like watching and whispering things and
Oh.
being generally kind of ominous,
Hmm.
which I haven't done. I'm not that fucking weird. You know, I would argue I have a bit of normalcy in that regard, but it is still
Hmm.
it's still awfully concerning, and I just think that it might be better to avoid the boxes
Hmm.
and let anyone else know that might have been affected to do that as well.
Yeah, I think it is only the affected, though. Because
Mm-hmm.
not too long ago, the
I
one...
just thought that you were.
Yeah.
That's all.
No,
That's
no,
all.
no, 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 I wasn't. I mean,
Okay. Okay.
I had a close call, but Eddie came
Mm.
in time before, uh, and this was like way earlier on, before more people got
Mm.
affected. But
All right.
Eddie got to us before, he can try and pry open my eyes, because he warned me about it beforehand, before, kind of almost lost control there. But yeah,
Right.
no, I was gonna say I was in a dream box like a week or two ago.
Oh.
So
Okay. Well. Yeah.
like,
No. All
yeah,
right.
no,
Should
I
be
was
fine then.
fine. Like Potions and I, we were both fine. Um,
All
so
right. All right.
I at least know that Potions wasn't affected by it either. Um,
Mm-hmm. And it should only be the boxes. Theoretically, it should only be the boxes of the affected too. Which, like, if you went into someone else's box, even if you are affected, I highly doubt something would happen, unless
yeah,
it is your own box, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or vice versa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
But yeah.
in terms of potions, uh,
Mm-hmm.
I it's kind of complicated, because I know that he might be keeping things from me, because I guess he might not want me to see him in a bad light.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell that he cares about me a lot. Well, to the point where he makes sure that I stay out of the way of any sort of dangers or killing stuff. But
Right.
he has, we had a moment. Let's just say that I didn't really agree with the fact that we should kill Amos. Um
Mm.
and he wanted to kill him, and well, Amos, and this was before Amos was like king around people, but um he wanted to kill Amos because he thinks that, well, he's turning into a full dragon. And I don't
Right.
know if that's actually gonna happen. I am kind of worried about the fact that he does have blood poisoning, and I guess the only way to save him is through dragon's blood, and that's what Rhea wanted to do.
Mm.
I'm not too much of a big fan of
So
it, and
it's
I don't think Potions is gonna like that.
so it's escalating.
I'm not sure. Because he's not, from what I've seen, even after the first injection, I guess, he didn't get
Mm-hmm.
hostile, from what I've seen. Well, he wasn't hostile. He's
Mm-hmm.
very protective. Um, I can tell that
Right.
his senses have definitely been heightened. He can still try and smell potions on me, I guess, but like I said, Potions hasn't really been around for the past couple of weeks. Well, not weeks, but
Mm-hmm.
days, but more than a week. Um, yeah, but the last time we talked about it, we kind of got into a little bit of a disagreement.
Mm.
And uh,
I can see why it's yeah.
yeah,
Um.
it's not. I do want to at least get some sort of understanding with him, because I know we kind of just like said like we need to calm down, because it kind of got
Yeah.
to the point where I got a little bit too frustrated that I ended up yelling, and I'm not too proud of it.
Hmm.
And then he kind of
It
yelled
happens
back
though.
in response, and then I cried maybe, and um,
And I'm assuming you two weren't able to really talk that out yet.
oh well, he just kind of hugged it out. We kind of hugged it out. He just let me cry.
Yeah, but that's not talking it out.
Well, we just decided to just stop talking about the topic for the time being and just do something else to try and
All
calm
right.
down.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna try and play a therapist. I don't think that's
Yeah,
that's definitely not my
I
place to
I
be doing that.
do I
I was
do
just
want to,
wondering.
um,
Hmm.
I did want to talk to him, of course, um,
Hmm.
cause I don't want him to go killing without the full like details, cause if Amos was actually like going on killing sprees and whatnot, that would be a different thing. But he's not, and
Hmm.
I don't think he should be like killed for not killing. Sure, he's done something utterly stupid, and I don't agree with that. But I already snapped some sense into him. Um, yeah, yeah. That's the
No,
first time I've did that to someone.
well, it's always good to have a first.
Yeah, well, I
It
guess
makes the other ones easier.
well, I guess it worked. I guess he kind of got a bit of his stuff together. But
Hmm.
still, the whole dragon blood thing is not really a good thing.
Right.
And I know Kane doesn't know about this either, and I don't know how he'll feel about that. But it seems like the
That's
one. Well, I mean, I don't know if Kane is gonna be like, "All right, cool," or "Oh, this is a challenge." It's one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
But I know the one that's definitely taking this the hardest is potions. But okay,
Right.
I'm straying away from what um we originally wanted to talk about his
No, it's
past.
so. Don't worry.
Yeah,
It's fine. No, this is related.
yeah.
Um,
I he
because I mean, I know that Potions is very likely so rash about this because of his past experiences with this sort of
dragons. Yeah,
situation and its chain reactions, side effects.
yeah.
If would you forgive him?
Of what he did in the past.
Whatever it was, whatever it would be, would you forgive him?
I mean, as long as he's changed since then and has seen that what he has done is wrong, then yeah, I would forgive him.
Hmm.
I mean, I know he's been here for a long time, and as people usually are. Oh, I didn't even get to say goodbye. Ah. Sorry, I just thought that.
Oh, to Luna.
Yeah.
Well, we
Um.
said goodbye earlier. I think
Oh
that's good
yeah,
enough.
I guess that's good enough. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But as people, and especially considering the fact that we have semi immortality unless we do something dumb. Wait, no, immortality
Right.
isn't invincibility. So yeah,
Hmm.
immortality. Um, and given the time that he's been here, I wouldn't be so surprised if he has changed over that time and saw that what he did was wrong. And from the one thing that
I
I
do think
know,
he
huh?
thinks it's wrong. I think he at least knows that it's wrong, but I'm not sure if. I mean, especially given his reaction now, if he's necessarily changed.
Hmm.
That's. I mean, obviously I can't say shit, but that is, I guess, my concern.
Mm-hmm.
And if he hasn't changed, there is the very likely possibility that you could be at risk of something.
Something? Uh,
Of. I don't know. I don't think he would take advantage of you. But that is a genuine concern that I have believed is possible, and I don't want to stir that sort of doubt in you. I don't think that's fair. But
hmm.
especially when this isn't something that I definitely shouldn't be telling you. This is something that Potion should be telling you. But
Mm-hmm.
I am just personally concerned, especially with how close that you two are.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
yeah.
I suppose the thing which we are refusing to address properly is what Saul had not no, what Potions had done to Saul, right?
I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, I know those two don't really like each other, and their relationship is complex.
Hmm.
Um,
There is a reason,
oh?
and Potions broke a lot of well built trust.
Oh,
So
it was that bad.
it's pretty bad.
Hmm.
I would argue at least. Saul doesn't think so, but Saul's lived long enough as he is after everything to probably accept it, so
Yeah.
in his stead, I am honestly quite furious.
You think the potions might be stuck in the past?
I think this, what is happening, and what might happen, might cause him to relapse. And if that happens, that is concerning. Not relapse quite literally, I do mean just behaviorally. Just in general.
So
I can't predict the future. I just... As ominously and foreboding as I have to be, I want to warn you because I genuinely don't want you to get hurt. I don't think you deserve to be at the mercy of something like that.
I suppose if there's a way for me to be able to help him not relapse in that way, I can certainly give it a
I would
try.
say, obviously, you know, make sure you're there for him. I just don't... Even now that that's a bit difficult, it's... I don't know everything. I just know that... if... Just... If he offers you something that feels too good to be true, just don't take it.
You think he would offer something to me?
I know he's trying to do... I know he's looking into a certain project. I'm not sure if you're aware of it.
I mean, I know he's trying to find me a cure.
That's what I mean.
So you think that he might be... Like, what would happen if I take it?
I don't know exactly. I don't think... I don't know. It's clear that he loves you very much. That's why I'm conflicted about it, but... I guess...
I mean...
Wait to be sure.
There's... Oh, gosh. I feel like I have to explain this in order to make it make sense, but... Put it in simple terms. I don't think he would want to do anything to hurt me. Cause he... And this doesn't leave this house. Like, at all.
No, yeah, oh, no, of course, yeah.
He doesn't want to hurt me because he already ended up hurting someone else that he loved a while ago. Accidentally. So, to put it into layman's terms, there was a woman that was a part of the Dragon Slayers, that he fell in love with. And, this, well, he left the Dragon Slayers, became an alchemist, and kind of got a commission from a doctor of the Hook Church. And this doctor asked for a poison. And of course he did it. And from what I saw in the dream box on the day that he ran away, after, you know, I told him that Saul told me to be careful of him. Because I guess he knows that he didn't really do, you know, the greatest of things. I saw a table. And I've seen this table before outside of the dream box. It was in a hidden kitchen that I don't think I can access anymore. But it was set up like it was for dinner. And it looked exactly the same, like dish by dish, but there was one thing that's different in the dream box compared to how it was in, you know, the actual reality.
Right.
Reality? I don't know. Its dream boxes are confusing.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get what you're trying to say, though.
there was a ring in a box on one side of the table, hidden away from the other. And I could sort of gather that him...
Oh my fucking god, 1 second, sorry, my phone's going.
No, shit!
Sorry, it's Discord's call. Anyways, continue.
It...
Just, like, go back to the ring bit,
yeah,
and then just,
so-
like, proceed from there. Yeah.
The difference between the table in that hidden kitchen and the table in the dream box was a ring in like a box, kind of like how one would propose to someone.
Oh.
So from what I could gather is that I don't know how the poison got into her drink. It somehow did. I don't know if he was forced to, or if that doctor put it in there somehow.
In the ring?
No, in one of her drinks. 'Cause
Oh, okay, right,
that
sorry.
day
Right,
he
because
was-
the dinner, okay, yeah.
that day he was going to propose to her. And that day is haunting to him. And it was
I
one
can
of the
see
reasons
why.
why he doesn't even share his name. It's because of that church and what he done to the person that he loved. And I don't know if he's going to be willing to stoop that far into manipulating me. I don't know.
I don't... That... No, that does change things. But why... Sorry, and this is speculation now, but why... Why would all of that cause him to not want to share his own name? What's...
I think it's one of the things that caused him not to.
Oh, just a general distrust, then.
Well, that, and I guess maybe the Hook Church did know his name. And, oh gosh.
Or use that against him or something.
There's also another difficult factor, I guess. Do you know who Saluvius is?
Is that how it's said?
Yeah.
Swordman?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Yes, I do.
You were told about the, well...
Yes.
Okay. He was the leader of the Dragon Slayers. And I don't know if that's actually him with the sword, or a demon pretending to be him, or if...
Yeah, no, I don't think... Saul said that he doesn't think so. He doesn't think it is, but
Yeah.
also...
Yeah. It's just, whenever Ed had that sword, and this is why I'm deeply afraid of Arthur having that sword now. Because a surprise is Arthur had the sword. Haha, not good.
Right.
Saluvius, well, quote unquote Saluvius, was trying to put together a body to revive himself
Oh.
in the Hook Church.
Ah.
Yeah. And I guess Ed kind of sworn off to go back to that church again, and I mean, it was a good thing that Ed never put together that body, and kind of came to his senses, but I guess Saluvius hates him, well, quote-unquote Saluvius hates him now, for not doing that, but, yeah, it's not a good thing that Arthur has that sword, but I guess Blanca's deal is keeping him at the tree, so he can't really go out find these pieces, but Ed has the pieces somewhere, I don't know where. I'm assuming somewhere secured. But yeah, just the whole Hook Church thing is not really a good thing.
No, I know that now. If I had known, I definitely wouldn't have been so pushy about it. Fuck.
Yeah, I will say, okay, I'm gonna be full front and honest here. Potions really doesn't like the fact that you were looking into it, and also the fact that you wore a white mask, because apparently the
What is that? Oh, so what? Is it specifically white
hold on.
masks?
It's
Fuck.
it's specifically white masks.
Oh, well, fuck me,
Well,
I guess.
white
That's...
masks and fancy clothing. Cause apparently they would
Well,
hold.
fuck me, I
Okay,
guess. I'm sorry if
hold on, hold on.
they
Let
just
me
look
explain. Let me
good.
explain. Let me explain. Let me explain. Let me explain. Let me just.
No, I get it.
Let me
I get
explain.
it.
Cause they
But,
hold.
like, damn.
They hold these like galas or
Yeah.
parties the Hook Church does, wearing those white masks and elegant clothing, and he thinks that you look a little bit too much like
Are
them.
you fucking kidding? Oh my god.
I know. I was just like, I don't know if that was accidental or like I don't know, but like I think
And
he's
no one
been
wanted to...
wearing that. Oh.
Oh, fuck, I meant arm. I meant hands. Fine. And no one could have told me that. They just wanted... Oh my god. No,
Yeah,
because... That makes more sense as to why everyone was warning me not to do, like, a little masquerade or do, like, this and that. But,
yeah,
I don't know, you could
yeah.
have been a little more straightforward about it.
Well,
I'm one for being dramatic as fuck, but, like, come on.
no, it's okay. It's all right.
It's not my bad that white mask and fancy clothing just, like, look good together. My fucking bad.
It's all
My bad have a sense of style. Well, fuck, maybe the Hook Church had a sense of fucking style. I don't know.
well, okay.
I mean, they have. I mean, look, I don't get they have shit wrong with them, but come
Yeah, I
on.
guess okay.
They had that right.
There was absolutely a reason why they didn't really want to bring up the Hook Church at all. It was because they're kind of followers of a cannibalistic god that's apparently connected to the dragons, who are also demons, and it's also not that good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
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 Which, it's fair that they wanted that to just die away. But, like, also,
Mm-hmm.
of course demons would want to go messing with that. They had people fucking worshipping it. I'm so sorry. That was the F word. I
Yeah.
didn't mean to say that.
No, you're fine. You're perfectly fine. You're fine. No, Eloise, how dare you? How dare you use such profanities? My goodness.
Okay, look. I
Uh,
I don't like the Hook Church as much as he does, but I know he has more of a reason not to like them considering the fact that he had to deal with them. But
yeah.
yeah,
Can't be
so
giving a Dragon Slayer when they're all dandy with them, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I just I don't I want to make sure that Potions doesn't lose his head over this
Yeah.
cuz I know
That's
he's
why I guess then we're on the even ground then. You understand why I'm
yeah. I
worried about you and
yeah.
I'm worried about Amos as well.
Yeah, I don't cuz here's my thing. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want people to go killing as a means to solve a problem because
It's not
that's
solving
just
a problem, it's ending it.
yeah,
All
yeah.
full stop without the consequences.
Yeah, because there's different reasons. Like, it could spiral into something worse. Like, people could be against other people solely because they think that killing is the way to go. And then also, that's not gonna solve anything, really. It's just
Yeah.
gonna push it aside like it never existed. And I don't think that's how it should go.
And that'll come back to bite us in the ass.
Yeah, definitely. And plus,
Almost
that's
always.
gonna make other people think that killing is what we should do to handle things. Like,
Right.
it shouldn't be that way all the time. And I don't
Every fast and easy solution does not come fast and easy. It is
yeah.
going to come back somehow.
Yeah, and solving a problem is also the same thing. It's not going to be easy. And this is
Yeah.
definitely not going to be easy to solve. Neither is the evil eye thing or whatever's going on. Yeah, whatever is going on with Mathis. Even though I think he's cooling off. I don't know. I don't know exactly what's
I
going
imagine
on.
he's on the...
Well,
I mean, with the current state of things, I'd argue he's more on a leash right now,
yeah,
if
he is
anything.
more of a on the leash right now. But also, I guess he's in he's basically a pet to the Bloodvines because he
Yeah.
taunted
He's in a more
something.
lucid state,
Yeah, but
No.
it's a little bit hard to know if he's lying at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I did have to save him from bleeding out in the Crimson Forest. Homing
I think the
potions
best
for
thing
the
we can do
win.
now is just. I think the best thing we can just do now is hope.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, we can make countermeasures for that sort of thing.
Yeah, and this is why I'm just like, I'm trying to make sure that Mizzen stays away. Because, of course, he might look like Eugen. He still has the same hair, mind you. And also the same voice. Also the same voice. Um, so, there's kind of that.
Mm-hmm.
It, yeah, so, and also, I don't know, on the topic of Mizzen, I don't know if he's gonna, at least easily, remember what happened. And part of me thinks it's for the best that he doesn't, and he just, you know, becomes who he wants to be now. And
I'm
I don't know
I'm
what.
giving him
Hmm?
the tools that he needs to decide that for himself. I've shown him the grave, and I think that is a good way to help him process
Mm-hmm.
that, irregardless of who he used to be, that sort of person, that version of himself, is dead. And
Yeah.
is mourned, of course, and was a good man. But ultimately, it will be up to him whether he decides to go back to that or if he wants to move forward.
Mm-hmm. Like,
And I think that's the best way to go about that.
I mean, the only
No need
reason
to
why
complicate it more
we
than that.
call him Mizan or Mizzen, whatever it's pronounced, is because that was the only thing that he written in this book was that
Mm-hmm.
name. I don't know what it means. I mean, of course, Eugen didn't really talk about his past exactly. So, other than
Mm-hmm.
like he's part French, part Japanese heritage, and
He had family.
he had family. And that he was a detective. That's pretty much it. But
Apparently, he went a bit crazy himself trying to find something. Just
yeah,
ended up here in the meantime, so there's all that. Regardless, that's his own decision.
yeah,
That's easily the least of our worries.
and
Aside from, of course, the fact that Mathis might recognize him, that is, of course, the concern.
well,
But,
I will say, Toby is technically the only one that he knows of that secret.
huh?
Well, okay, hold on.
Sorry, that was a lot of
That okay, well,
he knows,
okay.
she
So
knows.
basically, the reason why Mathis came back was because Toby talked to him, but Toby made an originally made a plan
Mhm.
to have me solemn potions be invisible, making sure that Mathis doesn't try hurting him. And thankfully, that didn't end up going that way. Also, potions and Sol weren't there; it was just me. But
Mm.
in their
Oh, so you had
conversation, yeah,
the confrontation then.
yeah, they had a confrontation face to face. I kind of gave him a waystone that I secretly placed a little bit away from Mathis's secret place. Um,
Ah.
I may, well, Sol Potions and I may have done some snooping.
Hmm.
Maybe a little bit. There
I
wasn't really
see.
anything of fruitful notice apart from his bedroom was a cage. But
Oh.
yeah, so I guess he knows that something is wrong with him. Um,
Hmm.
but
That
and
or he's trying to keep something out.
the possibilities is just that I didn't really get any confirmations on those. Um,
No, yeah, fair
Not yet,
enough.
anyways. But
Hmm.
uh, whenever they were talking, Massus basically confessed that yeah, he did do that, and that only Toby
Hmm.
knows. But Massus doesn't know that I was there. Only Toby, and I guess White Eyes knew.
Hmm.
Because White Eyes kind of talked to me after that, told me about the whole, like, oh, your circle has been compromised. Mr. Evil Eyes could see through those affected, if they're
Hmm.
seeing. And that's how I was just like, well, Toby wears a
Oh, they
blindfold all the
told you
time.
that.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's, because, uh, apart from like Kayla, whenever, cause it was Rhea, Naomi, Kayla, and I that were like planning things out. I guess trying to figure out
Mm-hmm.
what Mr. Evil Eye is. So mind boggle. White Eyes came to me after Toby and Mathis left that area and just said all that, like the circle was compromised and all that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's how I knew that Mr. Evil Eye is planning ahead. Because he seems like the strategic kind of, bad guy sort
What
of
did you mean
thing.
by accept Caleb? What was that about?
Well, Kayla is the only other one in the four of us that wasn't affected, as far as I know. But
Oh, right. Okay.
she is really close to Toby, so I didn't want to let
Mm-hmm.
anything, exactly slip towards her. I guess I don't know. I don't even know if she has been
No,
affected.
that's.
I don't think she has.
I don't think so.
I'm surprised that she hasn't, considering all the times that those two would be alone together. And Mr.
Yeah.
Evil Eye tends to go after people whenever they're alone.
Yeah.
So, and all that. But yeah, and I guess okay, I'm jumping between topics. Yeah, so
No, there's a lot. It's all encompassing.
yeah, it's all encompassing. So Toby is the only one that Mathis knows that wait, hold on, let me rephrase that. Toby is the only one that knows that
Toby,
okay, Toby is
socially
Toby.
wise,
So
Toby should be the
yeah,
only one that knows.
yeah,
But you know as
but
well.
I know as well as
Mm-hmm.
including the White
As well
Eyes
as
too,
White
because they
Eyes.
were
Because White Eyes
nearby.
fucking sees everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
That's just a
But
no-brainer.
yeah. But uh. Yeah. So
And does anyone else have that information? I mean, aside from me, no, I guess.
potions and Ed.
Hmm.
And I forgot if I told anyone else, honestly, that I was
Hmm.
spying, well, kind of spying, half spying on the
Uh,
Toby and Mathis conversation. Um,
snooping?
Snooping. Yes, snooping.
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 Snooping's classy. Movie's
Snooping
classy.
is
Can go with that.
classy. But I think this whole him trying to defeat the blood vines and, kind of almost dying kind of brought him down several pegs.
Mm-hmm.
He was being pretty cocky with it. Because, he was just like,
Yeah, well, I know a
oh,
thing or two about being cocky, so I can't really blame him, but also... Uh, serves him right, I don't know.
yeah.
Fuck.
And also, like, he was just like, oh, well, I've defeated Bloodvines all these times before. I could kill him a fifth time. And then, look where that landed him.
Yeah,
All he's
right.
got, the branding on his back is because of, the whole, like, he's a pet to the Bloodvines now. But he says that he's gonna be like a double agent sort of thing.
One less thing
Um,
to deal with.
hmm?
Speaking of...
Oh,
Let me see if I can do this correctly.
oh.
It's just sort of hard to... It's hard to do it with the blindfold on, but I've
Yeah.
been trying to practice. I'm thinking of our threats right now. What we have to concern ourselves with.
Mm-hmm. And also, yeah, I did see that there are more trees growing at the Crimson Garden. Three
Oh, is
more,
there?
actually. Wait, hold on. 3? 4? 4! 4. There are 4 new trees. They don't have leaves, but there's 4. And I guess that kind of broke the deal Blanca and White Eyes had. Which was to make sure that no more grows.
They had a deal?
I guess. From what I was
Hmm.
there, I was around.
Perhaps they think they're above making a deal.
I
They're above the ties that they've made.
I'm not sure. I haven't asked Blanca about it yet. Or her intentions on why she asked Arthur to get the sword.
No, I was gonna say I could swing by and ask. I really don't like being near that tree sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mathis, as far as we know, is in remission. Amos is, of course, an active threat to us, even if he is passive. there is always a chance that things escalate. The evil eye is...
Still an active
the evil eye is
threat.
the evil eye.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, obviously there's the Crimson Garden, but we really can't do anything about that yet until the Mr. Evil Eye situation is solved. If we handle the Crimson Tree first, then that's gonna lead to Mr. Evil Eye getting whatever he wants. Like I can tell, he's strategic, from what I could gather. I think he's...
Something we do things out of order.
Yeah. I guess he was originally intending on us to try and unbind Toby and Okami so that he can have Toby all to himself.
Oh, he wanted that.
He wanted that, yeah.
Right.
But I guess it kind of backfired on him whenever we said, no, we're not going to do that. So...
And when... Ref, spoke about the night as well, I guess that counted towards something.
Uh-huh. So...
But why?
Oh,
I guess...
There's still the sword. The sword's still a problem.
Right, the sword. That's an active threat.
That's still an active threat. But it seems like it's kind of in a deadlock right now, considering that Arthur is being told to stay at the tree. And I guess he can't... And I'm assuming that quote-unquote Saluvius is, trying not to... It doesn't want... Because, okay, from what I can gather, if Arthur disobeys Blanca, he dies. If he obeys Saluvius, he dies. So, I guess Blanca
She's serving the bind.
Yeah. Well, I guess from what I can tell, Blanca can't disobey the axolotl or Morningstar, whatever. And
right.
So I'm assuming she might have been forced into telling Arthur to get that sword. And also there is still the fact that once Okami blooms, I guess she would need to hand someone if I'm getting my details correct. She needs to hand someone a spear or a weapon of some kind, in order to become a vessel for the Morningstar.
The person does, right? Not her.
Yeah, the person. Well, she needs to hand the person.
Right. She needs to hand the vessel, whatever it is, and then they
She needs to hand the weapon, and I don't even know if this is the sword that quote unquote Saluvius is in, or something else.
It's probably something else.
I'm not sure. But she needs to hand that weapon to the supposed vessel, and apparently there's a lot of choices that could be said vessel. Even potentially my brother, which is not a good thing. What?
Why is it... Do we know why spear specifically is the word choice here?
No, I don't.
Okay.
And then, so... Swords / Saluvius is still a problem, but it seems like it's in a deadlock, because, Shifter?
Just on the list, just for reference.
Okay. Was the Shifter problem already dealt with, or...?
Not dealt with, I just don't think it's a concern.
It's a concern for now?
I don't think it's a concern right now.
Okay. So, and then, like I said, so, quote-unquote Saluvius probably won't let, the person holding the sword die, because that's useless. So, they're kind of at a deadlock right now. He can't leave.
He's just sort of waiting.
Yeah, he's sort of waiting. So, I guess once the Crimson Forest gets dealt with, then that's going to be the next problem we'll have to deal with. Is Arthur and that sword. But here's the thing. If we get rid of the sword away from Arthur, he will still die.
Right. So right now he's just under condition.
He's under
condition of sorts.
Yeah. It's like...
Right.
He's in a kind of lose-lose situation until we figure out how to get rid of whatever's in the sword.
Right. Or we remove the sword, etc., whatever it is. So, right now the sword is compromised because Arthur is currently under ties with the Crimson,
Yeah.
and the Crimson compromised because currently that is related to the Evil Eye,
Yeah.
and we can't necessarily. It's a sort of a chain reaction of events. We have to deal with one, and then we can deal with the other, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
The sword, I don't think is related to anything regarding the Crimson, so I don't think it's something that we need
It's
to.
the only the sword is the only connecting factor to the Hook Church, and considering that they were worshippers of a cannibalistic god and also a demonic one as well, it's still not good. It still should be a worry, but it shouldn't be like the very first if it's not progressing. But the more details that, well, I mean, we already have
You said there's two
plenty.
gods.
There's what?
You said for the Hook Church, there's two gods they worship.
No. There's not. Well, as far as I know, there's
Oh,
not two gods.
so the same god.
I think it is the same god. It's just from what I can tell, they're very cannibalistic, and they do also worship like the dragons as well.
Right.
Because
How much,
Hmm?
Eloise? How much do you know about dragons in mythology?
Oh gosh, plenty. There's like different kinds of draconic beings as well.
Right.
Which is interesting, cause oh gosh, there is something that was mentioned to me that Amos said to Raph whenever he was wearing the otherworldly glasses before Amos got up and left. And that was that he pointed out that Sol Kanan potions are quote unquote failed wormlings. And if I'm looking back at mythological sense, worms are wingless, limbless dragons that kind of find a way to fly. They are still dangerous, mind you, but it's interesting because it and
Right, and it's obviously dependent.
Yeah.
Because dragons more or less originate from a fear of snakes. That's obviously what we know
yeah,
about that mythology. And so obviously you'll have Western ones, which are more, of course, the lizardy kind, but then you
Yeah.
also have Eastern ones, which are more of, serpents, Chinese dragons, such like that.
mm-hmm.
But what I find interesting is that if we are certain that dragons and demons are correlated, then we know of a certain creature which is serpent-like in nature, which
Mm-hmm.
is what we refer to as Lucifer himself.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say about who they might be worshipping?
The Morning Star.
Yeah, without knowing it.
Yeah. And still not a good thing either. And that would be why he would want the sword.
Mm-hmm.
And probably would also. Oh my! There's a detail that Amos told me.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I went to scold him, and I know that's like
You went to, yeah.
scold him.
Mm-hmm.
He mentioned that whenever he was at that spire, his other workshop, he saw someone that looked like him with golden eyes, telling him to.
I did hear about that.
Yeah.
I didn't know a lot of it, but some of it.
Told him to eat a dragon heart. Oh my god!
And so, shit. So he's trying to recreate the Cook Church on purpose.
Yes.
Shit.
Fuck off. I'm sorry, that made me
That's
giggle.
fuck.
Okay, so eat a dragon heart, make a compound, and then inject himself with dragon blood.
Yeah.
what happened.
So that he can, oh my god, because then of course the dragons exist again, and then they have something to worship, and then that circles back around.
And then he wanted the sword because it holds a demon inside of him. Inside of
Yes.
it. Wild theory. Do you think
Okay.
that Saluvius may have meddled a little bit too far to the point where the Hook Church put him in a sword? Or like I don't know. Or maybe like Saluvius meddled too close to the sun where he ended up working with the Hook Church and then because apparently okay. I don't even know if that was him lying or not. Cause, ugh.
Well, Mathis.
Well, no. I mean, like,
Mm.
whenever Saluvius was talking with Ed, he mentioned how he faced the shifter. And I don't know if that was a lie.
Huh? Wait. Rewind.
Okay, so whenever Ed still had the sword and Ed was still communicating with Saluvius, I
Right.
guess Ed told me that Saluvius mentioned that he faced a shifter before. This is not a call to say we
Okay.
should get so desperate to the point where we should use that sword for information, because oh my gosh, that's a
No.
bad idea.
No, absolutely not.
Um,
Wait, okay. A shifter or the shifter?
I think it was the shifter. I think
Okay.
is what he said.
Because I'm just making sure this isn't a multiples situation.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I would certainly hope not.
Because, I mean, we're not really certain what the shifter even is. We don't know what
Yeah, we don't really have any
exactly
information.
it is as a thing. If it's like a figment created, if it's monculus, it could be anything. Or even a species of people, it could be, you know. And obviously, I think the Fae tend to exaggerate.
Yeah,
That's just
maybe.
sort of a thing. So,
So,
while it does say,
yeah.
oh, decrepit thing, blah blah blah,
Blah
want you all
blah.
dead, whatever. Um, we still don't know at its core what the shifter actually is meant to be as a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know. And there doesn't, as far as I've seen, there isn't any information on such a thing from what I've seen. So,
Oh, yeah, I've tried myself.
yeah.
I
And
mean, there's not even anything on Ribbits that I found. There's really nothing
yeah, and like even
about
in
this
like
place.
mythology, there isn't any like exact consistencies of like shifters or like shapeshifters or what have you. There's different kinds actually. No, that was my brother.
Okay, I was like, the fucking like bricks just like crack a soda in the back and
No.
just like,
I'm just
just like,
standing here. Relax.
okay.
Fucking
Anyways. Okay.
yeah, but I'm not
Wait,
sure.
repeat the last thing you said.
I forgot what I said.
Fuck. I was so distracted by the soda.
Anyway,
Shifters.
shifters, yes, the shifters.
Yes, right. With
We don't have
I mean,
enough.
yeah,
Yeah, we don't have enough
changelings,
information on
things
that,
of that
like
nature.
changelings, all
That's
that.
what I thought it was. I thought it was a changeling, which would make the most sense because, oh yeah, something, they're with the favorite and everything. But then that would not make sense because that would be their own kind, and there wouldn't really be much sense forsaking them in that sort of way.
Yeah,
Not that I don't think that's. I mean, that's. I assume that has probably happened before, but it's like, it would be weird for them to be so gung ho about it. I guess.
yeah, it's weird. But
Mhm.
we don't have enough information on that yet, which is just like we can't really act
Yeah.
on it without solid evidence. So yeah, let's not going into there.
Yeah.
But I think those are like our main problems. I mean, I know people have their own like smaller situations, like personal problems, but I don't think it's gonna
Right, but
like
that's not
affect the overall group. Is the thing,
right.
because Mathis, though he is in a state where like he's been brought down a couple of pegs because he fucked around and found out, kindly said, he shouldn't really be a problem unless Bloodvines makes him a problem.
Right.
Amos, I'm still worried about it because there's a lot of factors that we don't know about this, and there's also some factors that we do know about this that we can only run off with in terms of assumptions. But we can't really make too many actions running off of just assumptions. That's just a way on how to cause more problems.
Right.
And this is exactly why I'm trying to make sure that potions just doesn't go killing. And I wanted to make a proposition to him that if Amos does get physically violent and does try and harm people, which as far as I've seen he hasn't, unless he's like threatened, I guess, well, even then he runs away, then we at least put him in a secure place. We're not gonna kill
Right.
him. We keep him somewhere secure, so that he doesn't,
Right.
go out and all. And I'm sure Amos
Mhm.
would be fine with that too, considering the fact that apparently he told Ed, I think, that if he were to do something, he would kill him.
Mm.
And I don't want that to happen. Because I know how
Right.
much Rhea loves him. And
Yeah.
that would be awful of anyone to try and take him away without trying as many possible solutions as we can. That isn't gonna.
We can't we
Mhm.
can't repeat the mistakes that other people have made. We need to try something different because if we just keep doing the same thing, if we did what they did, which I don't even know specifically what, but I'm assuming it involved a lot of killing, a lot of rudimentary ways to go about it. I mean, for
Mhm.
good fucking reason. Apparently, the Cook Church were kind of dickheads.
Yeah.
But if we do that again, nothing will change.
Yeah. We
We
don't.
have to
We have to do
break the
something.
cycle.
I'm not sure what. I mean, as far as I've seen, there hasn't really been. Well, I mean, I guess there kind of technically has with the whole like the giant cross at the Crimson Tree
Mhm.
isn't the only holy stuff that we got.
Yeah, Toby's his divine influences, which he's received from Cain, those seem to be. I'm not sure what those are
I don't know either.
exactly. What exactly it is, what exactly Cain's faith is, and I've actually wanted to pursue it myself
I think he
because
said
I've
it was
seen.
Catholic. That was the only like
Yeah,
religion
but I've
back
seen
then.
no, but even Toby isn't even religious, which is the
Well, I
thing.
mean, yeah,
And I've
there's.
seen him in action, and he's got some crazy fucking fists. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I
Literally,
was
okay,
quite
you
interested in that
missed the
myself.
part where oh gosh.
What?
Apparently, and this is really bad.
Hmm.
He let his anger get the best of him and he managed to quote unquote kill Bloodvines like how Mathis did before. And I'm a little bit scared of what that may entail for the rest of the stuff to come. Cause
And let me just say this: he didn't just kill it one time. I heard the totems.
oh
It was repeatedly.
oh you were there?
I was there. I no, that's what I'm saying. I saw it happen in front of me. I saw him like he was comboing that fucking thing. It was terrifying, genuinely.
Like yeah, we saw
Yeah.
like the a notification from the Warpstone
Do
saying
you
like
know
he
what
killed
that
him.
is?
The what?
His powers that he has.
All I really know is that whenever someone hits him, they freeze. Which I
It's
guess. Hmm?
well, I'm not sure exactly what it is. All I know is that, and he's told me about this. I don't feel bad about sharing it at all. But
Hmm.
it is some sort of divine blessing. Of course, like helped. He had Cain help him channel whatever this is, this divine
Jeez.
this faith. It is not necessarily faith as in Catholic faith or any sort of religion, but it is sort of human faith, human will, which he's able to channel. I know for him specifically, it seems to be the sort of faith he has in others, the faith that literally the power of fucking like determination and friendship and all that bullshit, quite literally. But it's a hell of a power.
Oh my
But it
gosh.
fucking it yeah. I don't know exactly how it works. All I
So
know is
faith
that
in
Cain has helped him
humanity,
channel.
kind of stuff.
I don't think it's necessarily that. All I know is that it's his faith in us in particular.
Oh,
His compassion, his
that
all of
is
that.
interesting. Oh gosh.
It is apparently able to manifest, yes. I think it would honestly be worth looking into if you want to do something. I know well, I don't know if you want to necessarily get more magic things, but I honestly don't think it's a bad idea to
I
have that
really
sort of
like the
thing.
magic stuff. I mean, as long as it's not like cultish, like or involves
I
me
don't think
like
it's cultish. No, no,
yeah,
no.
yeah. Cause
I mean, it's Cain,
okay, yeah, it
but
is.
I don't
Cain,
think it's,
like,
I don't, it's Cain, but like I don't think it's anything nefarious necessarily. I mean, Toby seems to be fine at least.
Yeah, I mean, oh gosh, that just reminded me of the one time where Cain almost got me killed because there once was a
Oof.
being that was, well, because it's not there anymore, because it went away with the Fae. But
Oh.
yeah, it was protecting the tree, and Cain kind of said that, oh, it's okay, you could cut through the tree, and that entity did not like that, and it wanted to capture me, and I kind of okay. I guess me
Okay.
scolding Amos wasn't the first time I
w-
scolded someone.
What? What is this
Oh, it's an entity that is no
thing?
longer a part of this thing. I don't even know what it was. But
Hmm.
it's an entity that was kind of tied to the big tree. Um,
Is
and
it so it
I
left now?
guess kind of something similar to how White Eyes is, but on a
Okay,
less
that's what I
extreme
was.
note. Um,
Right, just a
but
sort of general detective.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah. But and then I guess Kane I don't even know if Kane knew or if he was like actually genuinely tricking me or not, but he did apologize for it. He gave me an LA plushie as an apology. Um and then said that he would take me on out in an adventure one day, which he still owes me. Um
Hmm.
we haven't done that yet. Even after 6 months.
Damn.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to remind him. He might have forgotten.
Maybe. I mean,
Kind of rude of him to forget, but that
I,
happens.
in my whole honesty, I would rather be rid of the immunodeficiency before I go on any adventure. Any
Hmm.
adventure that is close to the ground. Um,
Well, and I'll say this: I don't necessarily think it'll take away your immune deficiency if you sort of get this blessing, whatever it is. But surely it can at least help you safeguard it in some way.
yeah,
It is a possible. I'm not gonna put your hopes up. I don't want to do that to you, but it's possible. I mean,
I mean, it was.
fuck, if it can do that much damage to something, it's surely it can do something
I mean, I know,
that
like,
can protect you from that.
I know Amos's original intention with the whole like finding the cure stuff was like for Okami and I, like Okami has cancer, I have immunodeficiency. That's well, if I'm not eating
Hmm.
golden apples, keeps me from hardly functioning as a person. Um,
Hmm.
well, let's just say that we can't really make wheelchairs here, and that's not fun.
Right.
Yeah,
We have substitutes, but they are substitutes.
they are substitutes, and also most of these places aren't really wheelchair accessible.
They really aren't.
Yeah, I think we need to get people more exposed to making wheelchairs in the case that I can't really.
Yeah.
Some of these places aren't even broom accessible either.
Hmm.
They're way
We
too
should
narrow.
honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but in
Fuck it.
any.
Maybe I'll get a broom just so I can make sure to make things accessible in that way.
Yeah, that would be great.
I've sort of said I don't like the brooms that much. I sort of stay clear of them, but
Yeah,
if
no,
it
that's
helps,
fair.
if it helps you out, I honest genuinely wouldn't mind.
Oh.
Just for sake of
Yeah.
uh making it more accessible for you. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Because I know I don't like having those days where I'm just like staying in my bed all day and then like no
Right.
one comes visits and it's kind of sad because I do like the company.
Would you? I mean, would you want me to come visit?
If that
I feel
does
it's sort of
happen,
weird.
yeah.
I don't know how close we are. It feels like a. I don't know.
No, you're
It feels kind of weird to just be in your home being like,
no,
"Hello," you
no,
know.
I am more than happy to let anyone come stick by as long as they don't really have malicious intent, you know?
Okay.
So
No, that's fair.
yeah, because
I promise. My intent has become much less malicious. I promise.
well, I would surely hope so. Because, okay, there was a point in time where I was a little bit afraid that Mathis would try and do something. Because,
Hmm.
he did kind of get at my throat for telling people about him killing, like, a Ribbit village, losing
What was
control,
that?
all that. What was what?
I thought I heard something. Like bells.
Bells?
I think I'm fucking hallucinating again. Anyways,
Those
not actually
guys...
hallucinating. I'm joking. That's not
Oh!
actually. I realize I shouldn't joke about that.
The roof makes dinging sounds.
Oh, that's might be. Yeah.
Oh, someone's here.
Huh?
Someone's here. If the roof is making dingy sounds, that means someone's here. I've had that
Fucking
happen
Christ.
plenty of times before.
Where are they?
Uh,
Where's the
the
thingy
roo-
thingies?
the thingies are, well, my entire roof is comprised of amethyst.
Oh.
Hold on, let me just take this out. I need to make more.
Hmm. Oh, what is that?
What is what?
Nothing. Nullifier?
Oh yeah, it's nullifier. Gets
Doesn't
rid
work
of
with the
invisible
scars.
people. Well, yeah, it does actually.
Oh, does it? No.
It does. Yeah, it does. Very much does actually. Yeah, someone used it on me one time before, so I know it works.
It was a different... Oh.
Eesh.
I think I'm hearing things. It was not really like that sort of dingy sound. It was a different kind of dingy sound.
It was a different kind of dingy sound.
Like a rattling kind of.
A rattling. I don't have anything
I think
that
I'm hearing
rattles.
things, honestly. I've been honestly because I've been trying to make my sense. I've been trying to hone my senses, I guess, to better hear things like the eyes or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just sort of sensitive now.
Yeah, that's
I think I hear things when
fair.
I don't.
Yeah, I know there was an entire reason why I made that roof amethyst. Solely because,
Hmm.
you know, people tend to spy on people.
No, yeah. I mean, I can't say anything.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's for good reasons, but, other times it's not.
Hmm.
And you know, best be safe than sorry, and that's
Right.
why I made my roof amethyst. So, yeah,
Right.
let's just say I had the white eyes around one time whenever Potions and I were talking, and we we kind of saw them watching. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, but in any
Not
case,
fun.
where was I?
I have no idea. Fuck.
In any case, yeah, our most important dangers at this time is honestly what's going on with Amos, but it seems like certain people can keep him at bay, and
Hmm.
in the evil eye, which I don't want it to get worse, cause
Right.
I feel like the more power he gets, the more likely he's going to try and affect all of us.
More likely is going to...
And more than
The
likely
more
going
power
to
that he gets,
control
which I'm...
Toby.
Toby.
Yeah.
That's what he wants, is he wants Toby as his vessel.
And
To do what? I don't know, but... That is... And I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of feeding it.
yeah, yeah. I
Now that I
I
know
got a
that.
bit lucky with my
Mhm.
timing in calling Ed. I mean, at that time I wasn't talking. But you know, I managed to find a way to tell Ed to come here. And also, my crows were pecking at Toby. I kind of feel bad about it, but you know. Yeah, kind of, you know, I like the animals here
Pesky
too.
things.
Yeah. They're helpful. They even help me gather stuff in my garden. Uh
That's nice.
Yeah. But in any case, uh, I, we have to. Well, we're kind of in like an information roadblock at this point in
Right.
time, because there hasn't really been any recent developments, nor any sort of notes or anything like that left behind.
With
With the Mr. Evil
with what
Eye,
exact? Right.
like any
Why do you
sort
all
of.
call it Mister?
That's what Okami was calling him before she turned into tree.
I guess I don't know. I just
We
don't
just
think it's
kind of
deserved
rolled
that
with
sort
that.
of level of
Well,
respect.
evil. Well, okay.
Can
Well,
I just call it? I just can't call it Evil Eye, the Thing,
well,
the fucking creep. You know,
what I know is that.
just
Uh,
semantics.
oh gosh, his stuff is really personal, but it seems as
Oh.
though like Mr. Evil Eye is manifesting himself in Toby's like stuff, vision, what have you, as a very heavily toxic parental figure.
That
That-
makes sense.
that was
Something that inspires
very,
fear.
yeah,
Yeah,
manipulative
makes sense.
figure, and I know those all too well.
Mm-hmm.
But and I guess I think a part of me feels as though Toby needs to conquer that. But seeing that he is the source, but I don't know
Mm-hmm.
exactly how to have that happen. Maybe this whole like faith in us may play a key role in this from keeping him, you know, at least attempting to control himself. But here's the thing that I'm worried about. Whenever Amos was first found, like lying in the pile of gold that we found him, gold coins and all that stuff, like Mr.
Yeah.
Evil Eye was freaking out. Like Mr. Evil Eye wanted Toby to attack Amos, and Toby had to step away. It was a sudden, uncontrolled anger, and
Hmm.
I think that's what happened in this recent incident with the blood vines.
Hmm.
So, and he lost that control. Like, that anger was so overwhelming that he decided to attack. And of course, we comforted him afterwards. He's okay now, and I guess, you know, he did feel better afterwards, but there's...
And that is this. That is the eye. That is entirely the eye doing that.
Yeah, it's like... I
Instilling
feel
that
as though
instinct.
that's Evil Eye trying to make it seem like it's his fault and make him feel less about himself, you know? Because its entire goal is to, like, demean Toby and, I guess,
Right.
weaken the
to make
rest
him
of
lose
us.
himself.
Yes, exactly.
He's using the one thing Toby refuses to do in order to. He's taking control at these moments to do the one thing that Toby refuses,
Yeah.
and is making him doubt his own actions with that.
And make him doubt his own actions to the point where he'll go to him, an entity that's making himself look like this toxic parental figure that, I guess, told him what to do or did bad things to him. I'm not sure.
Probably scared him into doing things.
Scared him into submission, yes.
Exactly.
So,
So he'll listen to that because that's his instinct.
yeah, and we need him to learn that he doesn't need to do that. He's his own person, and that entity is not actually this person that he saw in his past.
Yeah, but that is.
It's gonna be it's easier said than done. Which is why...
How much
Hmm?
progress has been made on that front, though?
I know we had like in terms of like figuring out what it is, or
In terms of helping Toby, if this is a thing, if this is a demon he has to overcome, not saying an actual demon, a metaphorical demon he has to overcome, how much progress have we made on deprogramming that out of him?
oh gosh, I mean, I haven't seen Toby as of late. He hasn't really been around, and I'm assuming he's giving.
I guess I'm
himself
asking
some
is
time.
because I don't. It would not be right for me to ask for the details on that, but I just more mean, is there an active effort to do that sort of thing?
There is.
Okay. I imagine Rhea's having a field day with him at least.
Oh yeah, she's pretty much one of the spearheads of this entire thing to
I'm
make
not
sure that
surprised.
he's okay. I mean, knowing Rhea, oh gosh, that girl is putting so much on
Right.
her shoulders. Yeah, but we're trying to help him out in that front, and also trying to figure out what Evil Eye is. Like, Naomi and I have an idea, but it's nothing solid yet because we don't really have too much information to work off of apart from connecting factors. There's a lot of information.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
just a bit.
let's just say that's why you found me in the archives at one time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That makes more sense.
let's just say I've been there for a few days. Because I was
Oh, God.
trying to look into the...
You people and your researching for days, Jesus.
Well, I Look,
Sorry, it's just a thing I keep saying now, and I'm just like,
I
goodness.
know, I know. It's just, I don't like how the situation is still going. And
Hmm.
I want to try and see what more I can learn so that we could be able to help him as soon as we can before things progressively get worse. Because
Right.
if this entity is strategic, he's more than likely already having like plan after plan. The more you, the affected, keep your eyes open and hear all this
Right.
information that us who are gathering information will, it'll filter back into him and he could plan accordingly, which is not what we want. And,
Right.
why not out strategic the strategic villain or something like that.
Right. Right.
So that's
That's
why
what the
I'm
all saying.
that's why I'm just like, cuz like even then you don't really need to go to this extreme of like blindfolding yourself. I think Toby only does that so that Mr. Evil Eye doesn't do anything to people whenever they're in a one-on-one situation. But as far
That
as I
makes
know, he
sense.
seems he seems to have done it only to me.
Mhm.
Which I don't know if he's done that to other people one-on-one. That's of course their whole
Um.
conversation for one-on-one.
Yeah, he did it with me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was because I was testing what I should not have been testing.
Oh,
So
I see. I see. Um.
I I wanted to talk to the.
Oh.
I was curious what they had to say.
Yeah.
It had a few things, I'll say that, and I ought to write them down. But
Mhm.
yeah, no, I got what I was due.
Mhm. And I know Naomi is partially affected, but doesn't really seem like
Right.
fully, cause she wasn't shown her fear. She just
Hmm.
delved into Toby's soul. And
Less of a direct contact, more of um residue.
yeah, pretty much.
Right.
So she's kind of affected to the means where he could see through her eyes, but not to the point where she's like seeing nightmares or her nightmares or what have you.
Right.
Um,
It's a bit of a special.
yeah, she's a bit of a special case. Well, everyone else who has been affected has been fully affected. And I mean,
Right.
I know Ghost really wants to test the waters, but I'm not sure about that. I'm not
Hmm.
sure if he wants to risk that. Um,
Right.
so cuz she says that she's conquered her fears, and I don't know
But
what will
that's
happen if Mr. Evil Eye sees that.
there
Cuz
is something we can try. Um,
and that
how well do you know
is
Oracle?
a little bit. I mean, we've had tea times together, but we don't really talk like outside of that.
Hmm. Do you know about her current condition?
No, I do not.
Um, I'm not sure exactly how it works, and she's not very sure either, but it seems to be some sort of withering that is more long term.
Oh.
It is, but it does affect her not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, and so it has sort of numbed certain fight or flight responses.
Oh.
So perhaps if we could get Toby and Oracle to have some sort of council, perhaps we could see what happens in the case of someone who technically cannot feel fear as a response, and see what happens then.
I'm a bit afraid
If
to
there's
do
nothing to
that.
feed off of, I
Um,
mean, obviously, yeah, I would ask them firsthand, of course, but it's an option that we have, and it's something that is surefire because it is something that isn't just sort of self assurance. It's not just self assurance. It is quite literally a case of being incapable of feeling fear as a response to danger.
I'm just I'm a little bit worried on that cuz from what I can tell, Mr. Evil Eye,
Mm-hmm.
seems like not only strategic but also violent. He at least
Hmm.
induces violence.
No,
So,
I'm I'm well aware.
so I'm a little bit afraid that, like, we need. If we were to do this, we would need precautionary measures in order to make sure that Oracle doesn't get killed.
Right.
Because if Evil Eye takes control of Toby, he will have that same power that Toby has. And if you are correct on
Right.
the whole, you know, Toby constantly, getting rid of totems off of bloodvines the one time you're around,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
that
that
same
is
can be
dangerous.
done to Oracle. And I
I'm
don't
just
want to risk.
glad he
Yeah.
didn't have that when I was talking to him.
Yeah.
Or at least he wasn't able to use it. I'm not sure exactly. It
Or
could
didn't
be.
feel the need to use it.
Right.
Because I guess he
It
might
could
have
be
gotten
though.
what he wanted.
Yeah, but it could be that perhaps only I mean, I'm not going to make assumptions, but I'm going to theories, obviously.
Yeah.
It could be that Toby is only able to use it because he is the one that is holding. It's not just a conditional of the body; it is conditional of like the mind and the soul and such and whatever the fuck. But it's
Mm-hmm.
like it could be the case that the eye isn't capable of really having that faith in humanity for obvious reasons. But perhaps he won't be able to use that either. But that's wishful thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
And
not sure.
obviously, Toby still has everything else going on, so
And and
no
and
guarantees.
and like besides, he lost his anger because of Evil Eye. So I wouldn't be surprised if Evil Eye was able to harness Toby's capabilities or just manipulate Toby to use those capabilities against us.
Mhm.
And I don't want to have that happen. So I know I at least want to keep that plan on the back burners until like anything more develops or if we get any more information because we have yet to figure out a weakness or anything of the sort because my best bet right now is for Toby to conquer his own fear. Kicking your ass, Bricks.
Thanks,
Anyways,
Bricks. Thanks, Bricks. Love you, Bricks. Smooches. Love you. Oh. Oh my
yeah,
god. Okay.
but
Fuck it.
it's yeah, I want to at least be prepared and also
Right.
not go in blind or too late. And I know that's
Right.
like unpredictable at this point. We don't even know
Well, I know.
what more the guy's planning.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, Stalin, Saul and Toby can have that whole thing happen whenever that's going to happen.
Yeah, I
And
know we
then,
have a plan.
yeah, I've heard parts of it. I've heard the basics of it. So
Yeah,
I guess we'll see how that goes.
yeah, but I know this was originally because we were trying to talk about potions. Man, we really jumped topics. Like,
I'd argue there was a lot we needed to be talking about anyway.
yeah,
Though.
yeah,
I'm just glad to be covering our bases. I really want to. I don't know. I guess make an easier method of compartmentalizing all this information, getting it out to the correct people, and everything.
yeah.
And I'm trying to work on a place that is, no offense to your archive, a little more less known and
Yeah,
secluded and
yeah.
a little secret. Um,
That's fair. I mean, I know a lot of
and you
people
know
have their
what?
secret places, actually.
I guess it won't really hurt to show you. Hold on one second.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take this shit off. Ugh. Can you walk?
Yeah, I can walk.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
wasn't
what state
running
we're at
around
right now.
today. Hold on, let me take down your little sign.
Oh yeah, no. I wrote notes on it. Don't worry. I've
Yeah.
been. Most of my notes have been incredibly vague and just letters, so I kind of just been.
Working off of
It's
that.
really rough out here.
Good.
Yeah, honestly, it's real rough out here. I won't lie.
It's real rough out here.
Mhm. And I guess just to make sure if anyone is watching that we're not being followed,
Yeah.
I'll have you carry me just real
Okay.
quick, or just hold me.
Yeah. Oh. And again? This place?
This is, yeah, same cafe place that I was talking about.
Oh.
that we could perhaps make into something. You want to go
okay.
down twice.
Oh, okay. What was that? Wait, what did that sign say? Cool hole?
It's not done,
Okay.
but it is in progress.
Oh. How do you get...
I'm hoping to
wait,
add...
yeah, there are methods to get endstone, never mind.
Yeah,
Oh,
hoping to add a lot of security, hoping to add, just, yeah,
yeah. Okay.
make it secure.
Mm-hmm.
So where we can compartmentalize everything, something that's nearby, but not necessarily known.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to do a work and a half to really get everything together, though, because if someone is able to get into here, that's gonna be fucking bad.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It would be good to have a place to compartmentalize. Okay, well, I lost my words. Well,
Compartmentalize, there you go.
yeah, that.
To file everything
yeah,
away.
yeah, I know. I just couldn't say the word. Oh.
Yeah.
It was
No, you're
I
right,
was
you're
losing
fine, you're
it.
fine.
Oh. But, yeah,
Yeah,
I
no.
mean, fancy. I like the second floor that just says cool hole.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that. That's not real.
That's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Potions is around, I'll see about talking to him. Cause I can understand why he's worried about this, or might be a little bit paranoid about this. And rightfully so, dragons are not good. But I
It's not going to be the same as before.
yeah. And I don't a part of me doesn't think that he's gonna turn into like a full-on dragon. But considering the fact that the Morning Star played a part in this whole transformation starting to begin with, and that dragons are demonic, which also ties back into the Morning Star.
Well, I guess. I mean, how do you make a demon?
There's a lot of ways.
Nothing we can say for sure, though, right?
Yeah, nothing we can say.
We don't know
for
how much
sure.
of this is just the natural process.
And you know,
I don't wanna...
I'm not too much
Let's
of a...
not think about that, though.
Yeah. I'm not too much of a big fan of lying to Potions about anything either.
Yeah.
Cause you know, first relationship, I don't want it to go wrong because I'm like lying to him or anything like that.
Wait, this is your first? Oh, fuck, this is your first.
It is my first relation. Well, I mean, okay, to be honest, there wasn't really a lot of people my age that were the kindest. So, and plus, you know, I couldn't really go out too much.
Yeah, fair enough. Just like, oof, you know. I mean, sorry. I'm not saying Potions is bad. Sorry, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying. I don't know. It's different when you've been with multiple people and it's like, and you can really, you know, reflect and everything. It's just different.
I mean, all I've ever seen were like the movies and all that, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and
the
that's
pinnacle of it. Like,
and that's a really, and I'm gonna be honest, Eloise, that's a really bad
I know it is.
reference point to have.
Like,
I have faith.
Like, the only relationship that I've seen is between like my mom and my dad. You know.
Yeah, and that's.
And
well, I guess no, because you have. I think you have decent parents at least. I
yeah.
Mean, from what I've heard, at least, of what you've mentioned.
And they taught me things too, but you know, I've never actually done the whole like romance stuff before. It's just that, you know, the only there's like several reasons as to why I fell in love with that guy, and I know Saul probably does not like me dating that guy.
Well.
Also considering the fact that Saul can be very protective of me as well, along with a lot of
I've noticed
people.
that.
Yeah,
I've noticed that actually.
Yeah.
I mean, with Saul, I guess I don't know. I think he has a bit of a fatherly intuition, I believe.
Yeah.
But with other people, I don't know. It's I have mixed opinions. Nothing that I'm into that. But
yeah, but where's my words? I I want to at least help Potions. I know he's been through a lot,
Mhm.
and that
Yeah.
I can't say that I relate to everything that he's done or whatever
No,
you
right.
may have heard that he has done.
Mhm.
But I mean, like I said, the one thing that I told you about is the only thing that I know about. Um,
Mhm.
and I don't want him reverting back to his behaviors in the past if they were like that bad. I want to at least help him move forward if he's even stuck in the past and how it's
Mhm.
been. And I don't want him going down in a spiral. I care about him a lot. And uh I know some people might think like I should like probably give it up or something like that, but that would be cruel of me to do, especially to someone that I love so much. And you know, he look, he okay, it's weird, but like I guess it was kind of a little bit of a slow burn between both of us because
Mhm.
like he was like one of very few people who would constantly like come by and talk with me, and you know, as someone who's been like partial secluded for most of her life, that means a lot.
No, I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine.
um
Um, I understand that.
yeah.
I don't blame you for still wanting to help him, even if there is, of course, the risk of everything. But I know you're smart.
Yeah.
I know if anything happens, you will make the right decision. And even if you are not convinced it is the right decision, I still believe you make the right decision.
Mhm.
What's right for you.
Yeah.
Whether that's whatever ends up being, it will come to pass. I genuinely believe you'll make the right choice.
Mhm. I know that he's probably stressing out about a lot of things, and I am too. Don't get me wrong. Um, it's just that you know how he behaves whenever he's under stress is not really the brightest of things. Um,
Mhm.
gosh, it was even the same with the Peach situation as well. Like with
Mhm.
Alistair, he thinks that he thought that killing Alistair was the best part, and I kept on telling him don't. I'm so glad that he didn't.
Well, if it ain't broke,
Yeah, it ain't broke. Uh, but I I at least want to make him a little bit more aware that there's more rational decisions in doing this apart from killing. Cause even though he
right?
kept on counterpointing me, saying that I don't have enough information, well, neither does he.
Yeah.
Especially considering the fact that this sort of situation with Amos, it never happened to them before. Saul said that that never happened before. And
Mhm.
I can trust Saul's word that, that never happened. So
Yeah.
we're
I can
both
say the
running
same.
off of little information. So yes, what he did was dumb. Absolutely. Very, very stupid. I drilled into him already about it. Um
Mhm.
and I will continue to if I must. Uh learning to be more, what's the word?
mm.
Assertive. I think
Mm.
that's the word. Um in terms of, getting my point forward and not just, beating around the bush. Um,
Right.
but yeah, I mean, I don't want to be that too much, I don't want people to think I'm like an, an asshole for that.
I don't think, Eloise, genuinely, who is going to think you're an asshole?
It's a good
Do you understand
few.
part of. I would argue. Okay. I do believe part of the reason people always listen to you is because you are incredibly kind. But it is also because you are incredibly correct most of the time.
Oh gosh, am
And
I?
I think you should put value in that.
Am I incredibly correct all the time? Like,
I feel like, I mean, I wouldn't be keeping track, but I would argue most of the time I don't think you have like, you have sound opinions on things. And I think you should put stock in that.
Well, I mean, oh gosh. Apparently, according to Toby, the White Eye said that I've grown wise. Now,
Hmm.
apparently I used to be more naive and head in the clouds,
Hmm.
all that, but I guess Toby said some good words for me, and then the White Eyes were just like, well, I see she's grown pretty wise and is no longer in the clouds as she once was.
It's
So
the honest, I don't know.
I guess it kind of changed over these past 6 months in a way.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
it'll do that.
I've been noticing I've been getting a bit louder than what I was before. Actually, I I used to speak very quietly. Um,
Hmm. That's
it,
good, though. That's good to have that confidence.
maybe I'm speaking a little bit too loud. My
Oh,
throat's starting to get a
you're
bit
right.
dry.
Oh, yeah. You need water. Hold on, I have water, I think. Well, I have that infinite chalice. I'm not sure how good the water's gonna be in that. It might just be like tap or something.
We'll
You can
see.
try it.
Oh my god, I was gonna
Make
say.
sure not just... Yeah.
Ah! Ow!
Oh, what the...
G-
What just happened?
I don't know what happened. I don't think
Oh my
I'm drinking
god.
from the. Wait, hold on. Drinking restores hunger in exchange for health, for life. Oh.
Oh. I guess you just got a little stomach ache.
I got a
A
little
stomach ache?
tummy.
What the fuck? Little tummy ache.
I got a little tummy ache. It's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay. I
That's
got a little
alright.
tummy ache. It's
Little
okay.
food will take that.
We'll take a. Yeah, we'll take a
We'll
tummy
fix
ache.
that.
We'll fix that. Anyways. Uh,
Ibuprofen.
ibuprofen, maybe. But yeah. Um. I'm trying to be a little bit more assertive because I don't think my point is getting uh what's the word? It's getting out there more than how it is now.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that some people are actually listening to me. And
Yeah.
sometimes they need to admit that what they did is dumb. But
That's
sometimes
hard to ask of these people, huh?
yeah, I know some people tend to kind of uh get in their heads a
Definitely
little
a
bit
bit
too
of,
much to the point where they think that they're always right.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's not a sound mind way of thinking. I know that I can admit that I'm wrong sometimes too, and there have been times where I was wrong.
Hmm.
Um and just that's
I mean,
hmm?
for the most part.
For the most
I
part.
can admit when I'm wrong, at least.
It takes a lot of
But I
bravery
tend
to
to be
admit
right.
that you're wrong.
But I
um
tend to be right. I don't know.
well, I I feel like people need to just cooperate with each other more, if I'm gonna be honest. Because
Hmm. You need to be
there's.
open-minded more.
Yeah, they need to be more open minded and not just stuck in their singular ways. Because
Yeah.
sometimes that's the reason why conflict happens, is because people stay in that state of mind where they think they're right and no one else is and their way is correct. And
Right.
I kind of I don't think Potions got it at the time because I was in a crying fit, but I did kind of
Oh.
say that if I can recall correctly, people aren't working with each other and it's starting to get to the point of being really frustrating. And I I really don't think that people getting at each other's throats because they have different opinions and how to solve problems and it's gonna progress anything like further in a good way. It's just gonna
Right.
start things worse, and the more that people do things behind other people's backs, the worse things can get. And we've
A lot
seen
of
that
people...
happen.
Yeah. A lot of people here are... cushy. They're... over... Hmm. They're overcompensating. They are... accommodating. And that's nice. that's good to have. It's good to have that general kindness, but it's also led to a lot of personal personal issues that I think are entirely unnecessary. And
Mhm.
I think people need to be able to take some things with, I don't know, a bit of integrity. I don't know how to
Mhm.
describe it.
Yeah.
Everything is meant to be a personal standing. It's we're trying to survive out here. This isn't
Yeah.
fucking Survivor, you know.
Oh yeah.
The drama is not involved.
No. Mhm.
I don't know.
And I
It's
think, especially for Toby's sake, and of course it could be applied for Amos's too. We need to
yeah,
work together. If Toby has
yeah.
faith in us, then we gotta show it.
Hmm.
And you know, I think it will at least help us cooperate with each other better, even if we do need to find some sort of middle ground. Um,
Right.
and we need to talk more. We need to
We do need
talk
to
with each
talk
other
more.
more. Of course, we need to be mindful of other people's, actual intent sometimes, because, we can't convince
Hmm.
everyone. It's not really how it works all the time, but
Right, and that's fine. It's just that when we act, we have to at least do so cohesively,
yeah. And,
on even grounds that no one's trying to play any tricks on the other side. You know.
hmm hmm and, I want to bring potions to at least that middle ground, because I can understand
Hmm.
that yes, Amos did something really dumb, and yes, he did warn Amos, and he just did it anyways. But
Mm.
the only reason why he did it was because he was manipulated potentially by an outside force. This outside force, more than likely, being the Morning Star.
Right.
So I want him to be more open to solutions that isn't just, oh, we must kill it because he's becoming a dragon, even though we don't really have full evidence as to that. But I still don't like the fact that we need to give Amos dragon blood in order to keep him alive.
Yeah, that's it's not great.
Yeah, definitely not. And
I'm I'm,
hmm?
I'm glad we've gotten to talk.
Yeah, I'm glad too. And well, I guess I can save the work stuff for tomorrow because it is reaching well, it is very much past my normal bedtime, but that's okay. I could
Yeah.
hold off a little bit. Um
Sorry about that.
no, it's okay. Honestly, I was just working on like a calm space cuz
Hmm.
on that day, like the last time that I talked with Potions, and whenever he noticed that I wasn't really doing okay and that he, you know, accidentally hurt me, um,
Hmm.
he asked if I had a calm place, and I technically don't. That isn't, private. um,
Right.
so I was kind of working on a space for that because I remember I had a warp, that uh someone gave me, and I kind of flew for a bit. Um,
Ooh,
I found a
that's nice.
little place.
Hmm.
That's very far. And I wanted to make it just like a space for us to, wind down if things are getting tense, and so that
Hmm.
he can cool off. I don't know
That's
how
good.
I don't know how he's doing now. I wish I can talk to him. It seems like his mailbox got destroyed. So I can't really leave a letter to him
Huh.
anyways, but I mean, he doesn't really tend to reply anyways. Um
Mm.
I still need to I mean, I did get at him for that. Honestly, I did. Um because
And you gotta do it
apparently
again.
I gotta do it again. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna be like yelling at him about it. I don't like yelling
Oh
at
no,
people
no,
as a
yeah.
means to like prove a point, you know. Um.
No,
But
I get that.
yeah. I mean, the whole entire reason why why I guess I told him that was because he was just like, oh come on, I know you're upset at me for not writing you back, so just tell me. Like, just say it straightforward. Because I guess he knew that I was getting a little bit upset with, like, all the stuff that was happening.
Mm.
Because, oh my gosh, that's so many problems.
Oh no, yeah, shit,
Yeah,
so much.
it's unfortunate I can't really,
I
be around too much for that, because if it involves running, I cannot be there. Or fighting,
right.
like, a monster, I cannot be there.
Oh no, and yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I genuinely, I don't know how much this I can even tell Raph, honestly.
I know. I haven't
I
really.
worry about him.
I am a bit worried about him too, especially considering like his state of mind occasionally. Cause,
Yeah.
gosh, I'm the one time like when was this? After we found Amos for the first time. Whenever he injected himself with the dragon blood,
Mm.
he was kind of just like, oh, but you guys won't listen to me. You'll listen to Eloise, though. Yeah, you'll listen to her. And then we were just like, we are listening to you. Please don't talk like that. And it kind of got concerning. Um,
Mm.
and even Toby was there. Toby was just like, yeah, we're listening to you. We're not like saying like you're in the wrong or anything like that. We are listening to what you're planning. Um,
My fucking alarm.
oh my god,
Sorry
you're
about
alarm.
that.
Um,
Anyways.
yeah, but I don't know. I haven't really seen Raph since, but I know he does like trust me to some degree. I mean, he's been giving
That's
me
good.
these candles that keep me well when I light it. At least keep me healthy.
That's good.
Yeah, it helps out. I will say.
I
Hmm?
don't know. I don't know. I mean, part of me wants to say that I understand that is frustrating, and part of me also wants to say that he's right, you know?
Yeah, and I
It
can
seems
get
that
that.
when Raph acts out, uh, not even as in acting out when he's
Yeah,
having a
yeah.
bit of a hissy fit. When he's just doing anything, he's the one that receives backlash, and that's sort of it.
Yeah,
You
cause
all preferred to believe Mathis's story over Raph's about the seance. There
Mathis
were
told his
several,
story. Okay.
apparently, I don't know, so they like to say that, oh yeah, he actually let it loose and everything, and then I don't fucking know. It's a whole mess, I don't know. It's just that
Yeah.
people don't want to listen to him, and it is infuriating because part of him is right,
Mhm.
and part of him is also not well.
Yeah. I just feel like how he presents it kind of comes off as like, oh, what's the word? Um, not really boasting. Uh, is it boasting? I don't know. It just kind of feels like he's trying to make a show of it instead of,
Well, he tries to make a show of everything.
yeah. And I guess from what I could tell, some people don't really like the fact where he's trying to be all showy and all that and just not take it like seriously according to what I've heard. And I guess I could kind of see it in their point of view, but I could also see it in the other way too. That well, of course, he's not really doing the best, especially after all that has happened, and
Mhm.
but he wants to be trusted. It's just that he has done some stuff that would get rid of people's trust, and
Yeah.
also, I can understand like people do not see the occult in like a good light either. Like, heck, there were cults back at
Well,
our
fuck,
home.
especially not now.
Yeah, especially not now. There were cults back at our home. I mean, sure, they weren't exactly like demonic per se, but it was just like following a false religion. Oh my god, I looked
Mhm.
into too many like true crime
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, no, yeah.
I listen to it
I get you.
as
It's
like
just
podcast style. Anyways.
no,
Uh,
yeah, I get you. It's just that I don't. I even now it's I don't know.
yeah.
I it's hard to it's hard to try and prove to him that he's not everything. He feels like everything is his fault, and that's not
It's not.
true.
And
And at
I
the same time, he feels like everything, all of this started because of something he did with Coyote. And this has just snowballed since then, and he can't help but blame himself of it, and it's
mhm.
infuriating.
Yeah, and I know especially with him being affected that it's not helping him either. Especially if
Especially
it
not.
amplifies his fears and anxieties or anything of the sort.
Yeah.
That's definitely not gonna help him at all, and he won't even tell me about it, what he saw whenever he first got affected.
He
I,
told me.
he told you. I mean, yeah, that does make sense, yeah. But I can understand why he didn't want to tell me.
It's I'm not gonna say what it is.
Hmm. That's
I don't
fair.
know.
Yeah, but I
He
I hmm?
you know how everything went down with Kayla, right?
With the
You were
whole
there.
like yeah.
With yeah, that whole incident.
Well, I was there for
I
the
just
ending bit. I wasn't there for whenever it happened,
no,
but
right. I'm just saying, he when he was I guess recounting everything, he just, mentioned how he went in the water and then didn't come up for a while, and that struck me as odd why he was down there for so long.
yeah.
And I guess knowing why he did that, for every reason that you can guess, I don't know.
Hmm.
I just worry.
Yeah. I can understand that. I can
A
understand
danger
that
to himself
there's
and to
yeah.
other people, and
Man, I kind of wish I was a psychiatrist.
it would help.
Yeah.
I don't know. Our current
It's kind of
psychiatrist is in ties with the sword,
yeah.
so fuck what we know, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
Ugh.
I'm already trying to help with like Aaron as is. Cause well, I'm trying to help with a lot of people actually. But Aaron is my latest.
Mhm. There was a time where, I mean, I don't know, it seemed like he considered, leaving all the demon stuff and everything, and then something called him back, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, gosh,
I not
he handed Ed and I his kit. I'm surprised he went back.
I think he was called to,
Ugh.
not by a thing, by other people.
Hmm.
I think you can't refuse that.
Especially considering that it may make him look like he's helping or doing something right,
Especially because
maybe?
it's a calling for him.
Yeah.
Refuse that.
Hmm. So, yeah, I would hope that he is careful. I don't know how
He is.
much of a sway I have in making sure that he stays safe. Um, but
I'm making sure she stays safe.
Yeah. It's a lot of making sure the people stay safe. Oh boy.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Mm,
A lot of playing caretaker.
you know, I like helping the people here. Not because it's just like, oh, I need to, but it's just like,
Because you like to.
yeah, I like being there for people. I never really got to do that back at home. I know I really wanted to, but didn't really have a friend group, so uh
Mhm.
well, that actually stuck. I mean, like stayed. Um
Yeah,
but
I get you.
you know, and I like being there for people. Especially for cooking. I love cooking. I found a passion in cooking. Um
That's good.
yeah,
I
especially
am. I'm sorry it's this. That this is, I suppose, your first time with a lot of things. I'm sorry.
Please don't apologize. I I know that apparently we're brought here to be food and we're all here for a reasoning. Um
That's the best thing you've had in a while.
uh, I mean, the thought of being food for something we don't exactly know is not really a good thing, but
That's yeah, but with
there's
everything else it comes with, though, I
there
would assume it's not all bad.
yeah, there's little blessings
Mm.
in these dark times. And oh, what the oh no. But cuz amidst the major bads that have happened in this place, there's been some goods as well. Like, at least for me, I have friends. Sure, it's been up and down. Obviously, there's going to be that, and sure, I've lost some too. But I at least knew that I had friends. Or I have
You got the
friends.
opportunity at all.
Yeah. And then I I found my twin brother. We were separated
Yeah.
for so many years and we found each other. And that's always good. Especially considering according to the Fae, we are a rare case.
Mm.
Siblings and even so twins don't really end up in this place. Or commonly,
Hmm.
anyways. Um
Yeah.
Even then, I'm still surprised that some people knew each other before they got here too. Um,
Mm.
which is still strange, but I don't know. Um,
Mm.
and then also, I guess I did find love. I didn't expect it.
Mm.
came came around unexpectedly, and also wouldn't have happened if I didn't come here. But crazy. And then I guess I
Yeah.
got a temporary management around the immunodeficiency. It's not the best, but at least keeps me walking as long as I keep at it. But hold on, let me look at my I'm no longer in the triple digits of stuff though, so that's kind of
Mm.
getting a little bit
Bit
concerning.
concerning.
Yeah. So I would at least hope that someone finds something. I know Toby wants to, I know Potions wants to. Amos did, but I don't think he's gonna continue on that for a long while.
Yeah, no, I'd hope not.
No, I hope not. But yeah, just and
It's
knowing that there's people here that care about, me and others as well. It's kind of comforting, especially in times like this where it's just chaotic.
Yeah. It's good to be able to blessings.
Yeah. And to know that, not everything is dread and doom.
Hmm.
And it could be
I don't think I
comforting.
can. Yeah. I don't think I can trade anything for what I've made here, so that's really all I can say about that.
You know, even me fixing that tavern was probably one of my favorite things I've done here too, because it it's a place where people could just come together and just sit and talk, and you know what's better than to bring people together, and
Right.
oh gosh. Like, oh gosh, that even reminded me of the one time, like, uh, Potions was so happy about that place being fixed.
Yeah.
And like making like reviving the place because of course they were there at that tavern before we came there. It's just that it was in shambles. It looked a lot worse than how it looks like now. Um,
Mm.
but I don't know, just
I mean, it must have been nice
yeah,
to have that again.
to bring back something that was, a good that kind of died out.
Yeah.
Also, that place
And
does have some ghosts there, so if like,
yeah, no,
especially around like
that.
October, which it's
Yeah.
gonna be a while till we reach that point. Yeah,
Yeah.
uh, uh,
Um, but
it's nice.
I guess that does leave some hope for the future, though, that we can mend what's happening now.
Yeah.
If all it takes is one person to be able to make a space for community,
Mhm.
that'll be easier in the future.
Yeah. And
Um, so usually I'm the one that has
mhm.
poetic things to say and everything.
No, no, don't worry. I just say things.
No, you're fine.
I just say what's on my mind, like for
Yeah,
the most part. Um, but,
most part.
well, I mean, sometimes I have to like take it down a couple of notches.
Aww. I want to hear. Well, I want to hear the full, unadulterated, uncut Eloise take. I want to
Oh
hear
gosh.
that.
There's a lot of Eloise takes, but I did kind of just say most of
Oh
them
goodness.
already. Like,
Hmm.
yeah.
Well, give me that hot ghost girl at some point. Fuck. I mean, this is gonna be a cafe at some point. You can spill that tea.
Maybe like I don't know. I I have a lot to say, and I know sometimes people might not listen to me because I'm the sick one probably, but like
Ugh, that's a terrible sentiment, honestly.
yeah, I mean I know some people don't really want me involved so much because well I'm not the movement based one. I'm not the one to like go fight monsters or defeat dungeons or what have you.
Yeah,
Um
that's ridiculous.
but I know that I have other capabilities that some people don't even know that I have. Even some things that I might not know that I have.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and even then, like, even people that aren't, like, what the Ribbits, like, they said that I'm pure of heart. And, I guess that's
Really,
pretty cool. Yeah.
that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Um. Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know what that makes me then. Shit, because I'm not pure of heart. God, I'm anything but that. Fuck. I don't know. Maybe I just have a smooth enough tongue. That might be it.
Maybe. I don't know.
That helps.
Hmm. I mean,
Hmm.
Eugen also was one of the people that they trusted too, so,
Yeah.
I mean, hey, we do our darnest here, and that's all that matters. It's just that we gotta talk to each other.
Right.
And, I know some people don't like each other. Of course, that's gonna be a given. But,
I mean, fuck, there's people that I don't like. Jason's a fucking prick, but
I
I
feel
wouldn't
like
not talk
Jason
to him.
hasn't fully accepted the fact that, we haven't really found a way to get home. And yes, I do feel
Oh,
bad
yeah,
that
no.
I do feel bad that he did get separated from his wife while she was literally getting checked
No,
for
he
being
has...
in labor.
Here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing. Several things can exist at once. One of those is that it's a terrible thing that he is separated from his wife.
Yes.
One of those is that he is a prick. And that one of those is that he is definitely unaware. He is definitely not accepted the reality of the situation, and will
Yeah.
eventually do so, and will probably have some sort of big lash out about it. But
Yeah.
that's for later, and that's not right now, so I don't think it's most of our problems.
All I can say is that he could be a bit kinder with his words. But I'm not from Texas, so I don't know how they usually behave over there. I don't know. Like, I'm from Canada. Like, and even then, I hardly know everyone from Canada and how they
Ugh.
behave. So, like, I don't know. Um, and most people
No, it's
don't
fun.
even think I'm
I'm
Canadian because I don't really have the accent.
I'm surprised. I mean, is Ed Canadian also?
Ed is also Canadian, yes.
Yeah, he doesn't. Neither of you have the accent, which I think is really funny.
Yeah. I mean, I know I used to say like bud a lot. Like back then, whenever I was growing up, and then I stopped because I saw like people were just like making fun of our accents, so I just kind of stopped. So
Well, that's a shame.
it's fine though. It's okay.
I don't know.
But yeah. I blabbed on for a really long time.
No, you did. I hope I'm not keeping you up or anything. I mean,
No,
I
no,
kind of am, but
it's all right. It's all right. I don't
yeah.
mind. I mean, the talk was needed. I'm still a little bit afraid that we did have a peeping Tom listening to us earlier, though. My gut's yelling
I'm
at me and
sure.
telling me that there
I'm
was
sure we. No,
someone.
I'm absolutely sure we did, but
Yeah.
that'll come to fruition whenever it feels like it, and that can come when it wants to. Whatever. I'm fucking used to it at this point.
Yeah. People tend to spy on people. Hey, literally, Eve was watching Potions and I like a while ago whenever we were having a serious talk, and the only reason why we found them out was because they were eating while invisible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. I don't know. At this point, I can't say anything, and at this point, I expect to always be watched anyways. So.
Yeah. And that's kind of why I can understand why some people have their more separate places. So, like,
Yeah.
I have my own separate places. Solely because I don't
Yeah.
look like the wrong person to, like, either find a safe place or to learn something that they shouldn't. That could
No. Yeah.
potentially sway them to doing something really bad.
Right.
So, gotta keep careful of things. And I always try to keep careful. And I want to make sure that people are being careful and staying safe, as well as not doing anything evil. Because,
Whatever that means.
well, I mean, like, uh, willingly murdering someone or making a
Oh,
willing,
yeah.
yeah, those kind of things.
Yeah.
Kidnapping,
Yeah.
all those, like, those are, like, very malicious
bad
and,
one.
not really good and should not stay.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Definitely not. Definitely not a great one. I'll say that. Shit.
Which is why I'm just like, okay, I know the whole, like, Master situation is, like, weird. Like, killing isn't really the solution, but if he constantly keeps on doing it, which, as far as I've seen, he hasn't, then things are gonna change. Because,
I'm not really one for putting lives at stake.
oh, obviously,
But
I don't like that either.
if something happens with the new, I guess, Ribbit location and he does something, it's
Also,
that'll prove it enough, I
I will
think.
say, they tend to
Mhm.
disappear if you don't give them amethyst, cause it like
The ribbon?
yeah, the ribbons. So
Oh.
basically, if they're given an amethyst in a certain location, they'll stay around that location. You know, it'll be deemed as their home. So
Oh.
yeah, so that's why some ribbits tend to like disappear after you bring them somewhere else. Cause
Gotcha.
that's not like their home basically.
Mhm.
So give them an amethyst and then you're
Gotcha.
good. Yeah. So yeah, keep a lot of amethyst
Alright.
shards on you. Is
Yeah, no. Well,
if
you
you
have to
do
keep
like
giving them, like, it has to
no
be,
no
like,
no, give it to them.
sequential?
No, give it to them once.
Just once.
Yes,
Okay. I was
and
gonna say,
then they'll
I don't think I can have it, like, a constant supply of amethyst. That'll be
they'll
a bit
like have
difficult.
hearts around them or something, and then they should be good. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Good to know.
Just to keep that in mind, though, I had to learn that whenever I was like making my little location for
No, God,
uh
I can imagine.
the ribbits that I rescued. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, also I
Yeah,
would
good
just
to know.
say too many close calls with Stimvalians.
Oof.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm not a big fan of swamps. Uh
Mhm.
but yeah, you know. Uh
Mhm.
yeah. I apologize if I'm yapping your ear off too much. I don't know if I'm
You're
keeping you from
fine.
doing stuff.
You're fine. God, I have jack shit to do. Don't even worry about it. The only other thing I have to do is building this fucking place, and I'll be honest, give me a bit of a headache, so
Yeah.
you're all good.
You're procrastinating on it a little bit.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. What else would I be doing? Fuck.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And then I'm gonna leave you and have you no longer procrastinate.
Well, I'll find something else to do, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, have they finished the river?
I have no idea. You wanna go check?
Yeah, we can go check real quick.
Let's go check.
And then
Fuck. I'm curious myself.
I should probably go to bed. I'm getting really
Oh,
tired.
definitely. Yeah.
Oh, it's raining.
Oh,
Where's my umbrella?
I've got one.
Oh, I got it.
Wrong box. No, we can
Good.
have our own umbrellas.
Yeah, we have our umbrellas. Let's see if they got the river
Ooh,
done.
nice little
Ooh. Oh,
bridge.
they
That's
did add little.
cute.
Ooh.
Oh, they add core. Oh, they add such a. Oh, they got rid of the entire fucking pond, but that's okay.
Aw.
Um, not bad.
We got a little underpass
I
here.
think yeah, I think it needs a bit of work, but it looks
Yeah.
good.
I think it's not really fully done. It could definitely
Yeah.
use a bit more
I
work.
see they add new trees and everything. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with that tree?
I don't know.
They fucked it up. Oh my
I
god.
don't even know what happened to that tree. It.
Yikes.
Yikes. That's a.
But yeah, no. Goodness, what else should I say before we depart for probably the billionth time and then some more bullshit happens and we talk again.
Yeah.
Let me see. Well, I'm trying to work on getting a report up and running. After meeting George and everything later today, I mean, I feel a bit more comfortable, I guess,
Yeah.
writing articles, or I guess continuing what I was writing beforehand, which is now very, very out of date. Oh my goodness, I have a lot to do.
Yeah.
I suppose with the cafe, I just want to make something that we can congregate at to really have the underbelly
Yeah.
workout and everything. That's mainly the point of having that.
Mm-hmm.
What else? There's that, and I mean, I guess the Rivet Report is hiring now. If that's a thing you want to do, I know you wrote before. I'm not sure if you
I mean,
ever want
if
to,
you
if you're
guys
ever
need
interested.
more hands on deck, I'm more than happy to help.
I mean, don't feel like you have to put yourself on anything. But like, if you want to, feature an article or anything,
Hmm.
I'm sure it'll be welcomed.
Yeah, maybe. I'll think about it. Maybe I could see if any of the ribbits that I took in are wanting to help too.
Yeah, that would actually be very appreciated. Anyone that might know Maurice, I would appreciate because I need to get, I think, a few things in order.
Mhm.
Apparently, he has a family. I didn't even know that. So,
I
that's
don't know. Yeah.
I don't think they even know what happened to him. So
Yeah.
that needs to get sorted out, especially. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, well, apparently, like, Mr. Treadmill knew about Eugen, so if that's anything to garner off of, I guess. Mr.
Need to meet
Treadmill
Mr.
and
Treadmill, honestly.
yeah, I mean, maybe I can, like, bring him out if he wants to. I'll, of course, ask, but,
Mm-hmm.
he's like this little, like, traveler guy that I saved one day, and he told me his name was Mr. Treadmill. And he's a really good frog. He's a really good ribbit. He's a really good ribbit. He writes in
Mm.
paper though. Though I don't know if he
Huh.
can switch to signs yet or not.
And we can always give him one of those, like, those papers and quills that those tend to work out also.
Yeah, the notes.
The note paper?
Yeah, the note paper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get one of those. Might be a little easier.
Yep.
But yeah.
Alright. Anything else of notice until
That should be everything.
this should be everything. Okay. Well, I'm tired.
Oh goodness, yeah.
It's really later than how I normally stay up. That's okay.
Oh goodness. Well, go get some rest then.
Alright. You have a good night, okay?
Take it easy on yourself.
I will. Alright, take care.